Can you guess what time it is? Time for an update. Time. I wish it was time to jump in the pool, but it's freezing still. I know this is not a singing channel, but good morning, happy Easter. Thought I'd go ahead and start the day out with a wonderful looking pool that in a couple months we'll be in. Maybe by end of May it'll still probably be chilly. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, you're not here to see that. You're here to see this. This is the cilantro again. And as you can see, it's really getting a lot of that green growth in the middle. It's doing wonderful. And our radishes, they're getting bigger. I guess I can't complain. With this variety, it may take longer. I really didn't look to see. May take longer for it to grow and mature, but that's kind of where we're at. Doing my finger test, I can go down to my knuckles and it's cold and wet, so I feel like I don't have to water today. I'll probably give them water either tonight after the sun goes down or sometime tomorrow when it's not direct sunlight. And again, one tip that I've heard is don't water over your plant leaves. Water down around the base of the plant. All the places that I've heard that tell you don't do that is because you can introduce how do I put it, illnesses or breakdown in the plant. I don't know how to describe it. It can cause diseases, I guess. And also if your leaves are wet and it gets really hot out, of course it's going to really scorch your plant and hurt it. There's our dog. Hey, Bear. 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 Bear, say hi. No, he's not interested. And here is the cherry tomato plant. What I did yesterday is I went through and I picked off a lot of these. I don't know that that matters, but it sure looks a lot better after you do that. You can see over here, look at all that. Oops, my shadow's in the way. Look at all that new growth. So I'm very hopeful that the temperatures are getting right and it's saying, let's produce. Let's produce. There was a bunch of little tiny, see right there, bunch of really tiny ones that looked ripe. And I'm like, let's just pick them off and so that the plant can't, look at that. The plant can start to produce more fruit. So, hey, Bear. I don't think Bear. Do you want to go back in? I didn't think so. Shh. Here's the parsley. What I did was I went through you see these big lawn. Sorry, you probably didn't. These big lawn pieces. They tend to go out and then they form seed on the end of it. I don't want that to happen yet. So I'm going through and I'm breaking them off. Now that's probably the wrong thing to do, but that's what I'm doing. Here's a little tiny one. Pick that off. Here's another one. Go down to the end and pick that off. Today what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to get instructions again on how people do it, but I'm going to go and give this thing a little bit of a haircut and try dehydrating them in the oven. So wish me luck. There's the chives. Chives are really coming to their own. I pulled out that cilantro. They call it confetti cilantro. That's one brand name given to it. But it was dying. It was going to seed. It wasn't doing really well. So I'm like, I'm not really getting any benefits from it. Let's just shake it out of there. So I did. Sorry, let me throw these away. I'll show you the mess of our backyard. This is our throwaway pile. Once a month we have a day where we can set stuff out and the city comes by and throws it away for you. Okay. Look at the zucchini. Here's the first leaves that come out. And when they're a seed, they're kind of like that. Oval shape. And on either side of it is a protecting thing. So you can kind of see that that is the primary leaves that have come out. It's like it was part of the seed already. But the real zucchini plant are these leaves here. So it's interesting that, after this comes up and starts to shoot off new growth, you start to see these little like maple leaf type of leaves come out, jagged edges. At least this brand's that way. And then you see that over here on this one. What's interesting is this is the first one that came sprouted. And this is the late bloomer that came out, and it's doing a lot better growth-wise. I just found that interesting. And then our early girl. Look at that early girl tomato. It's getting a lot bigger, isn't it? Can't wait. And then the little one behind it. I was looking to see, we still have this little one up here. But I'm not quite seeing yet any other fruit. But I'm sure it won't take long, and I think there's one back there. You probably can't see it. It's a little tiny thing. Get you in the thick of things here. Right here at the end of my finger. That looks like one. But yeah. So far, so good. It's a nice sturdy stem. When you go there and you kind of like try to pull on it, it's nice and sturdy. And this is wet, and that's definitely wet. So we're good today. No need to overwater that. And then finally, our lemon tree. You can see all of that green growth there at the bottom. That's really encouraging, really good. And also we're getting some greenness coming back up here to the stems. Oh, look at that. So the blossoms, some of them are done. Oh, and it smells so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Oh, very nice. You can see and hear all the greenness. Pretty cool, isn't it? Proud of it. It's doing good. And again, thanks to ATC, I did feed it more. So hopefully that's doing well. What? Bear. Again, I'm getting rid of those guys. Bear! Bear! Say hi! He ain't doing it. Well, anyway, hope you all have a wonderful Easter and that you're having wonderful success with your gardens too. Until we meet again next week, bye for now.